Hi guys, Bart the Nature Guy here. I want to do a quick follow-up video for you from our ice fishing demo last week, both with just myself in classes sometimes, and we also had kind of an expert on the lake with us for a couple classes, his name was Cody, and he fishes 3-4 times a week on the ice, oftentimes called hard water. You see me holding a drill right now. I'm going to show you how to build a real quick primitive fishing pole. A lot of this equipment that we had, whether it be the sonar, the depth finder, oftentimes called the depth finder, some of the fishing poles, we had tip ups, we had ice augers to drill holes. Really what you need to do is be able to get yourself through the ice. And I encourage you to go, you can find things secondhand, Craigslist, as long as you feel safe doing that with your family. And pawn shops or whatnot, you can find some of those ice augers that basically have a hand crank. Brand new, they're well under $100, probably closer to 50, especially towards the end of the year here. And secondly, you need a pole. And some poles are very inexpensive, but I will tell you, I've built these poles with students. I used to work in a shelter with kids that oftentimes had never gone fishing before. We also went out to docks a lot in open water season in the summertime, and a lot of times the kids couldn't, like, the docks have like different like fencing around them, and so it's sometimes hard to cast. You want to kind of put your hand through a little bit, and so this was kind of a design I came up with, and I oftentimes made this with students. So I thought I'd show this to you for a real quick video this week. I can make this thing. I almost want to time it. I have a timer that I can see as I'm doing my video on how long this video is. I want to kind of show you how fast this can happen. It takes a drill. It takes 2 screws, 2 small screws. They're about 1 inch long, maybe 1 1/4 inches. You can see I have a string tied to one already, so I have a fishing line tied to this already that I'm going to use for the line. And you need some sort of stick. Now this can be a round stick. This is just a simple 1x2. It's almost like a piece of fencing or just extra material for like framing stuff out. This is just something I found in my garage real quick. This is a great piece to have because it holds in your hand really well. So when I get down to it, basically I have this, as far as the pole goes in the end, piece of wood. I have 2 screws and a little bit, you can probably see it against the white wall, some fishing line. This is specialized fishing line. It's actually not very inexpensive, which is kind of nice too. It kind of stays loose and pliable. It doesn't get real firmed up when ice water gets on it. So a lot of times when you're dealing with hard water fishing, the reels don't handle it very well, which is why you have special ice fishing gear. So because those sometimes the gears and stuff, we do get water in there and then it freezes if it's really cold, especially as we're going into kind of a real cold season here in the next week or so. So I'm going to time myself, see how fast I can do this. So all we're going to do is put 2 holes here and here, enough where you have a hand grip here. So 2 screws about 6 inches apart. And then in the top, we're going to do an angle drill hole. So I'm going to take the drill down and then to an angle and slide it through so there's a hole that comes out the bottom. So here we go. You ready? I'm going to time myself on how fast I can build a fishing pole. And this thing would work for ice fishing. It can work for going off of docks if you just want to drop a little hook down and see if there's some panfish down there. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So and then I'm angling it and popping through, so you can kind of see that. Okay, so holes in. See that kind of at a kind of 45-degree angle. So that's going to allow that line to come through. Now, screw number 1, right here. Screwdriver. Put it in, twist it up, push in. Probably about 1/4 inch. So you have a little bit of line there, and I dropped my screw. Runaway screw. And with the runaway screw, I'm going to time myself. I am actually under a minute still. 2 screws. Done. Take that fishing line. Wrap it on the screws. There we go, like this. Am I going to be under a minute? I just crossed the 1 minute mark. We'll wrap up the line. You want about 30 or 40 feet for ice fishing. You take the end of that line, thread it through that hole that you made, and boom. Now you have something to hold on to. You have your line, and if you want to make it longer, you just simply lift up the line and start threading it off, making this line longer. So 30 to 40 feet of line, 2 screws, a hole, there we go. Under 2-minute fishing rod. Take care, Bartha Nature Guy. Get out there, enjoy some time out on the ice or in the open water as you enjoy some fishing. So take care, bye-bye.